So you're looking for luggage for your bike, and if you would have watched a video that came out, I don't know, a couple days ago, we did the KEMIMOTO dry bag. It was like a 50-liter dry bag, pretty good price. You know, you could get it depending on where you got it in around like the 70. This is Canadian, $70 to $100, depending on if you really had an issue with shipping time, I think here in Canada at least. But I packed it up, put it on my bike. I was able to put a lot in 50 liters. So KEMIMOTO sent us another bag. They're like, hey, maybe do you want to take this one as well on your trip? I don't know how much gear I need to take with me, but I'm pretty sure after or if I bring this bag with me, which I think I may. I'm not again, I don't know. This bag is enormous. It's enormous. This is it, the KEMIMOTO Motorcycle Travel Luggage Bag. Yes. 60 liters, so it's bigger than the dry bag for sure. Expandable large capacity motorcycle tail bag, waterproof rear rack, trunk, pannier bag, rain cover, straps, etc., etc. This is it here. It's got 23 ratings, 4.5 stars. US price coming in at $110. If you are in Canada, of course, you are going to have to pay for some shipping to get this. I don't know if this is on the Amazon Canada site. I will take a look. If so, I'll put a link down below. There is a 10% off coupon right now at time of filming. But check this out. Extra large storage. You get 45 liters before, so that would make it fairly close to the dry bag. And then when you expand it, 65 liters, that's a lot of space, right? All around waterproof performance. Now it does come, as you guys may be able to see here in this picture. It is waterproof kind of by itself, but just realize there are a lot of outside pockets and things like that. So if you do need to protect those as well, as you can see in the bottom here, it comes with a rain cover. So it comes with a nice thick rain cover. And I have to say, it's a nice thick rain cover, not like a lot of rain covers that I've seen on some bags where you're like, is that really going to help a whole lot? Has a little base thing to help it keep its shape, which is good in case it's empty. As it says here, there's internal pockets, there's your dimensions, there is your ease of use. That's always nice, right? A whole bunch of stuff. Gloves. I have those gloves. And you can even put a water bottle in there, which is something I may do because I've been, for any of you that have seen my bike setup, I'm not 100% sure where to put a water bottle holder. And of course, on long rides, having water with you is super, super important. And there's the small versus large, right? Small versus large. There's your sizes. You guys can see all that stuff. Fixed belts, all kinds of things. Now, when this bag, I'll bring it up in a second. When this bag comes, it actually comes in a fairly, I don't want to say small, but fairly, tightly compacted setup in a bag. I'm like, oh, it's not that big. And then you open it up and it kind of unfolds itself, I guess. It kind of flops itself open. And then you stand it up and take a look at it. And then you realize, yeah, no, that's got some size to it. So anyways, you guys can kind of see in some of the videos that we've been going to, it's big, yes, but there's probably nothing for you guys to really compare it to since it's just sitting on a table. This is it in its full size. I'm gonna close my laptop down because I need all the room. You need all the room. Ready? Are you ready for this? I can't even get the whole thing in the shot. That's how big this is. Right? And it's like it's so large. Can it focus on me? Has it forgotten me? It may be just like, no, KEMIMOTO bag. That's all. There we go. I'm going to have to put this over to the side a little bit. Anyways, just so you guys are kind of aware, this is in its full size. Again, you can't see the whole bag, but if you need to, and what I like about this, you guys may be able to see this. I'll bring this camera here just so you can see. Even on the zippers here, which is, you zip this to make this down to the 45 liter versus the 65 liter, you'll actually see it has like this rain weather stripping on it so that it has a good seal. Like all the little cat hair everywhere. All the little zippers have a nice seal on them so that you can just make sure that, you want to zip this down a little bit. You can, right? Just kind of squish that into itself. There's a little push through, so if you want to put some stuff in there, it's got so many compartments to it. And then again, if you want this to be smaller, you're just gonna push this down. Now this is what I like. My bike, again, I've said this before, has a lot of storage on it. Having this much storage, even when you're gone for, you know, almost a month, may be overkill. Fact of the matter is that one of the things you don't want is to be 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks into a trip and realize, man, I wish I had a bit more storage. Just a little bit. For whatever reason, you need it. So there it is. You got to get an idea. It's all zipped in together now, so it's nice and small. And if this was this size, you know, it's tall for sure. And you could easily get like a full helmet in here for sure. A few things I like about this. First off is each of these little compartments has their own like side bag. So if you want quick access to, you know, extra pairs of gloves, or maybe inside one of these side pockets, you're going to put your rain suit, or you're going to put whatever, you know, all your documents or whatever it is to put in there, you're good to go. They all have little pockets on the side. So this one, for instance, on this side has, as you can see, I'll turn it here, has a little Velcro pack. So again, maybe you got wet gloves, right? Wet gloves. Maybe you have something else that got wet, so it's nice out now, so you can put them out here so they air out while you're riding. Maybe it's yesterday's socks, right? That are soaked now because of rain. Put them in there. If you have some other stuff, you got a little pocket here. Put it in there. Again, quick access. Maybe you're going to be going through a border, so you want to have fairly quick access. You know where it's going to be to your passport and all that kind of stuff. In it goes. You do have little straps here. This is going to be a strap for the shoulder strap, which is actually in here. If you flip this around, of course, this side, same idea, right? You do have the access to a large pocket in here. This is what this one is, so that you have this, basically this whole area inside here for whatever. But now you have a spot that you can put like a water bottle, or you can put, well, maybe another water bottle in here, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is going to be a little more open. This is going to have a little bit of rain protection. Just kind of be aware, right? Nice. On the front, you get, these are all going to be your attachment points to go onto the actual bike, or attachment points if you're going to put a bag on top of this so that you can strap it. But you also get on the top here, you guys can see on the top, right? You get these tie downs. I'll turn it this way, right? Just little bungee straps, I guess, so that, again, you can put something in here or on here. Maybe you have a second jacket. Maybe you have a hoodie that you are going to be taking on and off throughout the day. You know, you're going on a ride that starts off cool in the morning, so you're wearing an extra bit of gear. But in the afternoon, it's going to warm up, so you can strap it on this. Whatever, right? And then just kind of tighten it down so that it does what it needs to do. And inside here, you may be able to see this. Inside here, you have another pocket inside here. Again, you could put, I don't know, I think in their thing, they actually show like somebody putting a tablet in there. Now, just realize, if you're going to put a tablet in there, this can be straight, but if depending on how full it is, it may be arched. And if you have a full face helmet in there, it may be pressing up against your helmet. So if you are going to put it in there, I would say make sure that you don't tighten this down too much so that it doesn't put pressure up against, let's say, your helmet or something like that. Also, what I would do is make sure that the screen is facing up, not down, so the screen wouldn't be against something, because if it flexes or whatever, you may crack the screen. But can it be done? Sure, most definitely. This bag is crazy. You know, for like $100 US, that's really good. Now it does have, again, little piping strips, right? Reflective piping on it. It's just, you know, you'll see them on the actual tie down spots on the top as well. There's a bunch of them. And my guess is, yep, on the back, of course, right? On all these. And on the actual, again, you guys can see it, on the actual bungee on the top, has them as well. So even though this is a black bag, which is going to go lovely with my black motorcycle, you still have a little bit of reflection. Not a crazy amount, but enough. Now, is the KEMIMOTO, it kind of would have been nice, if they would have put something like on here that it had a big KEMIMOTO in the reflective, you know, reflectiveness. Anyways, I am going to put this on my motorcycle. We're going to see how it attaches, and I'm not going to fill it with stuff because you guys, come on, 65 liters? If you can't travel for like a week, 2 weeks, with 65 liters worth of gear, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, let's go outside, put it on the bike, and see how it looks. Okay, so we're outside. There's my bike. There's 2 bags. This is the 50-liter bag that from KEMIMOTO that I did just the other day. Hopefully you guys can see it right there. And this is the 45/65 liter bag. So you can kind of get a size difference between the two depending on your needs. Now, I don't know right now if this bag will actually fit on my bike because I've put 2, count it, 2, oh, maybe it will, full-face helmets in there. No, a 2-face, and that's just my bike. If you, again, 2 full-face helmets. If you were to take this and put this, let's say on my wife's bike, you know, this could easily sit there. And then basically what would happen is you would take the straps, and they have the secondary straps in here, and they would latch onto this, and I could latch them onto like a rear floorboard or a rear foot peg, or I could put them onto the straps here. On the back ones here, I could strap them onto this, and this would sit here. And the nice thing is, even on a bike like this, so my wife's bike, if she wanted to tour on it, which we may, because I think she's going to come with me to Cape Breton this summer, this would give her like a backrest on this, so she'd be able to sit with it, and it doesn't look bad, you know, on her bike right there. That looks pretty sharp, you know. Lots, a crazy amount of storage, and again, you just have it all strapped down nice and tight, so it's not going to move anywhere. But just so you guys can see, because it's important, and I am going to take one of the helmets out. As you can see, there's a half helmet in here and a full face helmet in here. I could have got 2 full face helmets in here. Now, the other thing that's in here is this is the rain cover I was talking about, and all the straps that you use to tie this down. Plus, you guys maybe to see it, it has a nice little like clamp here to just keep everything down in there, just to make sure that it's not all coming loose. Anyways, let's put that back and go back over to my bike. And we got one helmet in there. So will this fit if it's not in like full crazy size? So the simple answer is yes, it will. It'll fit. It's definitely a little more squishy in there, but it'll go. I would probably want to pack it first, you know, just to make sure that it's gonna all fit in there. But this is out all the way. The helmet is still lots of room for my half helmet in there, for sure. And this one has the full face in it, and it fit back there. So I just had to make sure the full face was kind of off to the side. So, you know, I could make sure that, not this zipper, this one, make sure that the bags were extended out, right? Just to make sure that it got all that room that it needs to get out there all the way. Sweet deal, right? I think this would be a great place for clothes, for sure. And then we'll just take this and zip this up like so. And then this comes down like so. Yes. Yes. Awesome. And if I had a jacket or whatever, I could put that there. Nice. That's good. And then, again, for me, especially for tie down on a bike like this, actually really easy. And if you didn't have a tour pack and you just had the rear pack, like the rear luggage rack,
again, you could like either tie it to your signal lights or you could tie it to your crash bars, whichever. For me, I think I will tie it to here and to the crash bar. I'm not going to do it now, but if I wanted to, I could also bring this bag and just lay it on the top like so, because they have the straps that go from this loop right here. There's a loop on this side and a loop on this side, and you could strap it all the way over, and then on the back side you may be able to see it back here, there's another little loop back in here. So you would run that all the way over, and then these two bags would sit together. My goodness. So you'd have, in this combination, 65 liters and 50 liters. So 115 liters? 115 liters. That is a lot of storage. That is a lot of storage. And is it a snug fit? Sure, because this bag's big. So I would put clothes in here so that it can conform, at least for me. And then up here, I think what I'll do is I'll put maybe like rain gear. And then when I get to wherever I'm going at the end of the night, honestly, I really just have to unstrap this bag and then everything else comes off. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And at that point, I don't really have anything in this stuff, which is not horrible. You know, I'll probably have like camera and computer stuff here, probably like rain gear in one of them, and then tools in the other, so that just in case something goes wrong. Because really, you want to make sure that if something does happen, that you're not stranded. Yes? So that is all right. I'm down. All right, guys, that is the KEMIMOTO 45/65 liter bag. And if you're interested, this is the KEMIMOTO 50 liter dry bag. Very cool. All right, guys, links below. You guys can take a look if you're interested. I think it doesn't matter if you have a bike like this or a bike like that. It should fit. It has all the straps, so you should be good to go. All right, again, links down below, and I will see you guys next video. Later.